Hello everyone and welcome to the Anime Zillia, and today we've got some more Xenoblade Blades of Torna action. You know the drill, I want to bring you content, I want to play some video games, this is what we're doing. I actually uploaded the last part already, so if you haven't watched that, make sure you go check it out. We went looking for Lord's mother, and what we came to was these graves here. So she's probably feeling a bit low, so let's cheer her up, shall we? By answering the question of the day, which is, who is your favourite mother in anime? Now, for me personally, it has to be Sachiko from Erased. Erased is a great series altogether, but honestly, this mother is one of the best mothers we've seen from any anime series thus far. She goes above and beyond for her son and even cares for him when he's in a coma, when they want to turn off the machines. It's absolutely brilliant. Go watch it if you haven't. But let me know your answers down in the comments below. Apart from that, let's just get on with the story. So, if it looks like I'm actually wearing more layers than I am, which, how many layers am I wearing? 1, 2, 3. I'm wearing 3. Basically, I'm wearing a t-shirt, a dressing gown, and a jumper. It's cold. I live in UK. Enough said, I think, if I'm honest. There's storms. There's everything going on around here. I want to keep nice and warm, and yeah. I haven't put on extra weight, much as I'd love to. But you know, we're just... Oh, I haven't actually got any sound to myself. And one thing I noticed in the last video, after I uploaded it, the sound for the voices wasn't that great. So I'm just going to up it a little bit for you. So hopefully that isn't too loud and that isn't too quiet now. Now where am I going? Up here? Oh, back to the burnt village.
Surround them.
Huh?
Ooh. Gonna fight?
Ardanian troops? Imperial Guard?
Thieving scum. Don't think you're gonna get away with your dirty deeds.
What? No, we just... Problem, Captain?
Ooh. Mordrag. Morag. Bridget. Bridget. Damn, she looking fine.
Lady Bridget. They're brigands. Same ones who attacked the village, perhaps.
Drivers and blades. Mercenaries?
So that's Bridget.
Captain, I shall deal with these individuals. Emperor Hugo must be briefed.
Yes, ma'am. You lot.
She's the twin
Stay here
swords.
and assist the Lady Bridget. Son!
Captain! Captain! You can't defeat me. I love that from the main game. Just, you can't defeat me, Captain. Don't forget me.
Ready to put another win under our belts? If I have to.
Can I?
Elemental attacks are the way. Sure, I'll do that.
Jin, you're meant to be using defense, mate.
Open wide.
Hidden enemies with special attacks, making blade combos. I think I know what this is.
For my
The
father.
driver wheel is uncommon. Come on! You won't oppose me for much longer. Open wide. That's a joke. Come on! Their power may equal Lord Hugo. Can they really be near
For my father.
Open wide. This cannot
Oh wait, she's using elemental attacks? How am I still hitting her from that far away?
Open wide.
I will grow stronger still.
The future is within our grasp.
I need to wrap this up before Lord Hugo arrives.
Sorry, Bridget, but you ain't doing it this time.
Not done with you.
Come on! That was a pretty cheap trick. Keep going like that, you'll get a reputation.
Cheap, you say? Don't be absurd. It's called tactics, look it up. But perhaps that's something a simpleton like yourself could never hope to comprehend.
Ooh, ouch, burn.
A simpleton?
Your attacks scream it. Clumsy, heavy, no refinement.
I was gonna go easy on you, but now you have pissed me off!
Mithra, stop! We've got children here.
Ooh, damn.
What was that? If that had actually hit me,
Oh, didn't like that, did you? I can see it on your face. Well, on that note...
Mithra!
Hayes, understood.
What? How? Oh. Is this you? What the hell? She's our enemy.
Adam plainly ordered you to stop. Or didn't you hear him, simpleton?
How extraordinary. I'd heard of a blade with the power to restrain others, but I never thought... And did she say Adam? It can't be.
All of you, lay down your arms. There is no need for this.
Hello?
It's good to see you again, Prince Adam. Please forgive the actions of my guards.
Don't you worry about it. I am just glad to see you well, Your Imperial Majesty.
Imperial Majesty.
May I introduce? The Emperor of Mor Ardain, Hugo Ardenach.
The Ardanian Emperor? What's someone of his station doing out here?
You know, our stations are fairly similar.
Not that you'd ever know.
Thanks, I try.
I've come for the Aegis. Its actions have been felt in Mor Ardain as well. We're currently chasing it down.
The same as us, then. But coming here yourself.
My brother is ruling in my absence.
I see. And so you brought Brigid and Aegeon.
Huh?
Those two are the crown jewels of the Ardanian forces. Wielding them on the front lines is the duty of he who has the throne.
Indeed. That ought to have been my older brother.
but he didn't have the potential to become a driver. And now, here you are, bonded with both of them.
The Special Inquisitor is under my brother's direct command.
Oh,
Should I fall in battle, he has his orders to retrieve the core crystals.
That sounds cold.
that's how it goes with matters of state.
And yet, it works out well for me. I have always wanted to put myself on the line for our people. And I never enjoyed wielding authority in the first place.
I feel the same way. I don't get why anyone would want to sit on a throne.
Yes, that. If Prince Zetar knew, there would be consequences.
Let's pretend you didn't hear me say that.
You two will never see eye to eye. Better to leave well enough alone.
Ruling is, frankly, it's a scary thought. Just imagine becoming someone you don't recognize. Never knowing who's looking back at you in the mirror.
Prince Adam, I'd be happy if you called me Hugo, like old times.
I will, dear Hugo, but only if you call me Adam in return. Well, it would be beneficial to share our findings, but perhaps elsewhere might be better?
How about your Majesty's flagship?
Indeed.
Flagship.
Is something the matter, Lady Laura?
I'm just not very good in that kind of stuffy environment.
Well, you're not alone there. That's the worst.
Right? I think I'll sit this particular venture out.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Oh, no, you don't.
Wait a minute. Is that her?
Yes, this is Mithra, one of the Aegises. Your account would be valuable as well, Laura.
Everything I've seen or heard, Jin will know as well.
Yes, that's true.
Please? Would you go instead of me, please?
Of course. I will do as you wish.
Thank you kindly. Well then, shall we?
Well then, my friends. Shall we make a move? Your Majesty. This may not be my This may not be the best. I may not be in my best position to say, but wouldn't it not be wise to first investigate the location we spoke of? Ah, yes. You do raise a valid point. Hedgion, please consider His Majesty's feelings. He wishes for quality time spent with his dear friend Prince Adam. I'm honored that you value me so highly. But I think this is a declaration best left to Hugo. A decision best left to Hugo. What do you say? Would that be getting in the way of your mission? No, not in the slightest. He's got the hots for Mithra, that's what it is. In fact, I believe you're just as much involved in this whole affair as us. What with your travelling alongside the Aegis, that much is clear. So, this mission of yours has something to do with Malos? Exactly. Hedgion, would you? Of course. By official decree, allow me to formally disclose to you the nature of our mission. On the surface, we are travelling here to work on defusing deployment tension between the Empire and Clusti. But at the same time, there is another matter we're investigating. And that, I presume, is Malos. So, what are you going to do? Take him down? Capture him? At present time, neither. It is His Majesty's wish to ascertain the intel of this Malos, and indeed anyone who wishes our empire harm. Then I presume new intelligence has come to light? The fourth degree reported in just as you were on your way to Torgoth. They had discovered an area of land that had been scorched black by some colossal power. I don't think Adam is going to want to ignore that one. You read my mind. Hugo, as much as I'll enjoy reminiscing out onto the sea clouds, I'd quite like to enjoy some more of the scenery first. Of course. But if you like, you can take a side trip before we... If you like, we can take a side trip before we return to the ship. Nor is this wise. I still want to decorate the graves, so I'll wait for you in the village. Everything will be fine. Hayes is with me after all. That's right. Please, take as much time as you need. Alright. Maybe it's for the best that she doesn't get to see the extent of Malos's destruction, or devastation. Oh, it's been a while. So, you say the fourth degree found traces of Malos's destruction? And that would be where? It would appear to be at Valham Hill, heading inland from the Great Plains, but I'm afraid I've received no further information. We have no recourse but to go and examine the area ourselves. From here, it's probably even closer than the harbour. Indeed. Then what? That is where we must go. Perhaps you can entertain us with tales of your adventures as we make our way there, Adam.
In troubled times, we help each other.
I can play as Adam. Tutorial. Awesome. I know my voices and my speech might be a little bit, you know, I might start a little bit. Reading isn't my best strong suit, out loud, basically. But, you know, I give it a go. Some of the voices might change from time to time. I might forget what voice I gave which character. That's something that, you know, it happens. But, we're just gonna head to this area and we're gonna go see what the ruckus is about. Now, honestly, I don't remember doing this mission. I remember doing something with Law and the Graves. So whether or not I chose not to set this as the main side quest,
What have we got here?
and did the Law stuff first, maybe? Or maybe I did do this and I just can't remember. It's been a while since I attempted the Blades of Torna. Last time.
And here I thought we were being inconspicuous. Yeah! Yeah! Rising up! Brown cutter!
Oh, I see. That's pretty cool.
How about this? Pretty good.
Waiting for your go-ahead. My preparation.
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to
You're waiting for your go-ahead.
on my leash.
Star Slash.
Great.
That wasn't as great as I thought it would be. I went a bit too early.
I'll attack on your mark.
Did he just say, how about them apples? Oh, that was terrible.
Jen, your fury is certainly something to behold.
My fury? What are you trying to say, exactly?
I mean, I'm just glad I'm not your enemy.
I'm not sure how to take it, coming from you.
So telling me I gotta go up a bit more? That's fine. I am from now on going to try and cut myself out of the cutscenes, just so you don't have to see me all the time.
Pleased to see us.
We're not gonna entertain that idea.
Enemies here.
Hey, Mithra, do you mind actually like helping me? Thank you. Right, it's going further away, so we gotta go over to this way. What is that? Is that the tail? It's glowing and I don't like it. That's all I know.
And here I thought we were being inconspicuous. Here they come, like moths to a flame.
Okay, so I'll go down.
What have we got here?
So I go the other side. Oh, I see. Black scorched area. Tell me, do you finally found the inhabited Titan? That's right. Made it there without a scratch. The map, the bar song, the Elder's legend. It was all true. Blah. I wish I could have been some of that fun after you bounded it with me. Not fair. I wish you could have had some of that. I wish I could have had some of that fun after you bounded with me. Not fair. Of course. Back then I had no idea that I'll be the driver of the Aegis someday. Not a clue. And I also had no idea that I'd end up with a blade who was so hungry for experience. I mean, I prefer it when you have something interesting to say. I choose to take that as a compliment. Well, sure, it was hardly boring discovering that legendary uninhabited Titan. The natives gave us a fine chase. Natives? I thought you said it was uninhabited. Well, to be precise, we didn't meet any humans there. Just some monsters of the Akato, Artol, and Skaterly variety. Cool. And they were pretty huge specimen too. We must have looked like extra tempting appetizers to them. There were really quite a lot of them. We were lucky to get off the Titan in one piece. Aha, fine recompensance for an adventurer's heart. So your plans is to build a holiday villa there? There comes to nothing? It's more than just a little tragic. Well, I mean, it was a primary aim. It wasn't a primary aim. Perhaps I didn't get a material reward, but I certainly got a spiritual reward. Things don't work out quite so well for my playmates, though. How so? Well, it was kind of a paradise for insects, but I heard later that it was laid to waste by someone, or rather, the ways of humans are often cruel. What's done is done. It was a time of war, and they had to find a place for some refugees. But the monsters couldn't have grasped that. They probably just saw ignorant humans wrecking their homes. Ah, the telling of it falls hard upon my ears. Your Majesty, I forgive my interruption. But this area, this appears to be the location mentioned in the report. Ah, so we're already here. The journey passed by in a blink of an eye, thanks to Adam's enchanting tales. If your servant's humble re-encounter was able to relieve your impartial tinbun? Blimey, what are these words? Truly, the most blessed of men I am. Ah, I do wish you'd cut it out, Adam. I'm not your better, and you should know that. I wouldn't be so sure of that, Hugo, my old friend. Now then, Mithra, I'd really like to get your opinion on this, as an Aegis. Just squats down. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this isn't Malus's handiwork. How did you come to that conclusion? Mithra? Malus' attacks would have melted the earth and turned it into glass. But whatever did this only scorched the grass. It couldn't have been such a high temperature. That's a very wise deduction. We're lucky to have you for an ally. Yeah, probably not. I offer my apologies to you all for leading you to this disappointing conclusion. Nay, Aegeon. We could not have known without further investigation. With each possibility we discard, we move all closer to our goal. Everyone, look there. It's a big one. Indeed, we cannot let it run riot. Just think of the damage it could do if it got to Lyman's Cove or the settlement. Everyone get ready.
Someone's pleased to see us.
Ow. Adam, get your sword out. Don't take so long getting your sword out.
Looking good.
Did you say Cumblade?
Excellent.
I didn't hit him, so how was that an excellent? Ow, that was my
So
headphones.
Adam, think you understand how to fight alongside me now?
A fire-spewing monster. It's a good thing we had Aegeon on our hands. Perhaps it's bold of me to say, but I dealt with worse. Well, it seems safe to assume that this was the cause of burn marks. I would never have dreamed that it was such a foul fiend could have lain in wait so close to Toragov. Maybe it was driven out of its original home by the temperament dispute. I've heard that's happening from time to time. Yeah, or maybe it was likely some human stole or smashed his home up. We call them monsters, but to them, we're the monsters. Indeed, it must be thus. The day shall dawn, where man exploitation of the Titans will bring us all to ruin. Perhaps that dawn is already upon us. I hate it when they talk like that. Like, just talk normally. I know you're meant to be posh. See, I'm posh too. I drink my tea. Oh, look, it's the Twinkie Men. Fried chicken. That's what I'm thinking.
Interesting thing you've got there.
Malus, enough.
It's all right.
Huh. I was trying to do something, but I failed.
Indal's most sacred treasure, the Aegis. It is said to be the embodiment of the architect's light, the divine revelations our founder Maldonare received.
Really? Then... that's what I will be called too. After all, I am born of divinity, not just some reflection.
You believe yourself so strong?
Don't you?
Your situation doesn't look good. Boltrick is not going to let it go. And you can't hide behind the Praetor forever.
That has nothing to do with you.
If that were true, you wouldn't be here. Here.
What is this place?
It's a very tasty secret. Formerly known only to the Praetor and me. The essence of our Judician forebears, originally salvaged from the bottom of the Cloud Sea. Some of it may hail from the fabled land of Moritha.
Moritha?
Look.
Oh, they're the battleships we see
This
in the...
here display is a diagram of what human cells are made of. And then this one here is a blades.
Astonishingly alike.
Of course. After all, they are descended from humans too. That in and of itself isn't too shocking. But this...
It's the same, isn't it?
Just wait.
That's a core crystal.
Exactly. A blade's core crystal contains information not only pertaining to humans. It also records schematics describing all manner of animal tissues.
You're saying blades contain detailed information of all living creatures?
Not just that. Have a look at this undeveloped part. That is from a Titan. It suggests that this particular piece may one day develop into a Titan. Isn't it mind-boggling? A message from the architect, no doubt.
From the architect?
Indeed. This is just what you were after. I wish to investigate this and learn more of what the architect has in store for this world. And perhaps claim this knowledge for our own.
Including the Praetor?
Perhaps. Isn't this in line with your own goals? Well then, I may as well help out.
That was pretty telling, actually. If you haven't actually played or seen the main story towards the ending, where you actually learn all that, then this is kind of like the first introduction to that, and honestly, I kind of had forgot that information, so it's pretty cool relearning it. Anyway, Hugo, I believe this concludes my mission. Shall we head for the flagship? Fine by me. It's a good place for us to exchange information. It's currently moored at the Leesham Cove. We know where that is. Then to Leesham Cove we go. But can I swing back to Thingy? I feel like I'm swinging back to Thingy.
Mission accomplished then.
Awesome. Can I just fast travel? I feel like I can fast travel.
It was a nice change of pace.
Alright, remind me why we're here again?
We're here to talk on a ship. And probably get seasick as well. And more cutscenes, because we love them.
Right. So it was the Cian forces that ravaged this area.
Yes. Many troops remained here with no orders after Malos sank their homeland. We're doing our best to disarm them, but... well, you've seen the village. Sadly, it's happened more than once.
The powers that be bicker among themselves, ignoring the larger danger.
And right now, that is the one thing we cannot afford.
I will go take a look.
Incidentally, how has Torna been faring?
I'd like to tell you that the people bask in the peace of His Majesty's rule. But I'm afraid that would be a lie.
Same as everywhere else then, yes?
Torna has not escaped Malos's rampage unscathed.
If that is so, allow me to offer you the Imperial Army's assistance in this time of...
Don't worry about it. This is exactly the reason why Indol entrusted her to me.
Ah, so you came. The future king of Torna. I'm glad I thought to send a messenger.
King, don't joke about it. Rumors like that could cause trouble at home.
I am merely a quester. I hold no such influence.
I quested today, but tomorrow?
The core's color is different. And she's a woman, too.
Is that a problem?
Quite lovely indeed.
I'll agree.
Malos was all brawn and brutish strength.
You worry?
No, quite the contrary. Everybody knows a blade's appearance bears no relation to their power. You could be the heroine of our resistance.
No, I won't be anyone's anything.
That's fine now.
Wait till you see Rex.
I have only one thing to ask of you. To rectify the mistake I made and erase Malos from the face of the world.
So that's why the returning hero, pacifier of the Borderlands, was really just...
Never before has a blade broken free and rampaged like this. I can see why Indol would prefer to keep it quiet. They're even routing support to the militia through Argentum for deniability.
And then towards you.
I'm just some princeling. Me.
Surely, if you defeat Malos, your cover will be blown.
If indeed. But we're not in it for the glory, are we? When we're done, I'll just plow my fields in peace.
Your Majesty, some of our troops have returned to base, but...
Is something wrong?
They're all reporting something strange. A marauding group of routed mercenaries, trying to avoid any attention.
Just remnants, hmm? That is strange. There's not much around here for them, in the way of paid work or opportunities for looting.
As your majesty commanded, our men did not engage. We confirmed their bearing, then withdrew.
And? Where were they going?
The village outskirts.
But why there? There's nothing but graveyards.
What the?
Oh no.
Now the penny drops. Do we get a save point in between? I really wouldn't mind that.
At first, I thought to take it. But I'd made it for her, and I'd like her to keep it forever.
So, the bitch is dead, is she?
Ooh.
Shame. I had a soft spot for her.
This sleazebag and his goons.
Guess you learned how to use a weapon at least.
Holla, it's Captain Hook.
Big change from a tiny kid trying not to piss herself in fear.
Oh.
You're... No!
Yeah.
God.
You remember me? How touching.
A face that ugly, I couldn't forget. Trust me, I tried.
Harsh.
What do you want? Not that I can't imagine.
I'm here to take back what's mine, kid. But before that, I'll take a bit of time to express my gratitude to you. It ain't gonna be pretty or quick. Then I'll make that blade watch as I cut you into little sticky chunks, just to make sure the last thing he feels is complete despair.
I'll hold them up. You get to the others quickly.
No use. Hayes, he knew about you. He brought no blades, just more mercs.
Exactly. Don't worry.
Jin never cut his arm off though. Jin only sliced him in the chest. So why the hell does he have a robotic arm? Seems a bit dramatic if you ask me. And that's where we're going to leave it for today's episode. If you've enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button and don't forget to answer the question of the day, which is, who is your favourite mother in anime? Just a little bit of fun, you know, do it if you want to. No harm in doing it. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed. If you have, hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new so you never miss a video from me. And you'll see what happens to Laura and Hayes in the next episode. Apart from that, have a great day and I'll catch you then. Bye bye.